Hi everyone. I wanted to remind you that the Self-Storage Summit is coming up quickly. Go to the selfstoragesummit.com to claim your free pass to the 2019 summit. Now again, this is a virtual summit. This is going to be held online and not in the conference room. I'm delivering over 25 experts in self-storage right to your computer. So again, go to the selfstoragesummit.com to register, and I'll see you soon. So the big question is this: how are those in the self-storage industry like us going to be successful in today's market? That's the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Jim Ross, and welcome to the Self-Storage Show. Hey guys, how's everyone doing? This is a little bit different today. This is going live on Instagram, going live on Facebook, and also on LinkedIn. So again, this is a Saturday I'm doing this, so who knows, just kind of testing things out and testing the waters on a few different things. But for this, the way the kind of things all kind of lined up as far as going live, figure why not? This kind of coincides with episode 100 of the Self-Storage Show. So it's kind of a milestone. It's been a long time coming, so it's been fun watching it kind of being consistent as things are going on. So yeah, this is episode 100 of the Self-Storage Show. I know behind me, those of you watching live, it has the background for the summit because hey, I'm in the middle of doing the summit recordings as well, so kind of going back and forth on those kind of things. Anyway, it's been fun. For to get 100 of anything is a lot. Putting the podcast together is it takes work. It takes some work and time and dedication and getting all that going. So I don't know. I'll give myself a little pat on the back for reaching 100. Just want to take a moment to I'll make sure I tag everybody, but I think it's great all those that have come on the show willingly, and sometimes they don't know what they're getting themselves into when they come on to get interviewed and that. And because I always tell everybody like, hey, just come on. I don't do much prep work beforehand because I like to just kind of learn with everybody else that's listening to the podcast. So that's kind of more my style. So some people like that. Some people a little more prep before they come on. But I usually just go, hey, how's it going? Cool. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Boom. And we just start talking. But it's been a fantastic way to reach out to those that are in the industry. I've kind of been able to kind of increase my circle of people that I get to know in the self-storage industry, that's always fun. And then of course recording that and then putting it out to everybody else that gets to enjoy it as well. I kind of maybe selfishly kind of started it to just I'm a student of it too. Learn from all those that are in the industry and just becoming friends with everybody else. But yeah, recording that, putting it out there, someone's listening. That's the nice thing. It's kind of fun doing this podcast, and just not that I'm sitting there like counting the stats and really watching it that close. But there's times I like to just kind of check in to see how things are going, and it's fun. On the podcast you can kind of see where people are listening and downloading, and it's worldwide. It's fun. Seeing the Australia downloads and China and of course Canada and of course the US obviously, but it's fun just seeing all the pockets across the US of people that are listening to this. We're very close to that's another milestone, but we're almost at 50,000 downloads. Yep, 50,000. So it's coming along. It's about, so average it out, about 500 downloads per episode. And that's kind of why I started this. I love doing going to the state shows and the bigger conferences and things like that and speaking, which is great. But at the same time, I can kind of do this, and I can have basically I figure I'm talking to 500 people, and that's pretty cool. Granted, I'm just kind of here in my office doing this and just kind of talking to a screen, but there's real people on the other end. So especially those that are watching live right now, you can say hi and hey, I know you're there. That's kind of fun. So anyway, yeah, except we're close to the 50,000 download mark, which is cool. We've done well over 50 interviews with those in the industry, and that's fine. I mean, it's one of those things I don't want to just have it be me, talking and hey, this is my day in storage and that kind of stuff, which I do that as well. But no, I like to talk to people that are in this industry as well. That keeps it fun for me. Hopefully, keeps it fun for you guys that are listening. Anything you want to hear, those that are listening to this that have some ideas or certain topics that you see might be neglected or things that you really want to get into more, please, message me, let me know. Just wherever kind of platform you're watching this on, message me and let me know. Probably one of the biggest feedbacks I get is when I do like the secret shopper evaluations. That seems to be the someone that they really enjoy that kind of thing. A lot of times I will get messages that people will utilize those episodes and send it to their team and their managers to listen to. It's one of those things you kind of self-evaluate yourself as far as a manager goes when you're really trying to hone in on having a great sales presentation. Sometimes, listening to those episodes has helped in those cases, which is fantastic. So I would definitely kind of keep those series going when it comes to Secret Shopper. Definitely, obviously, when it comes to interviews, more and more of those are lined up. I did start a new page that just kind of helped me organize everything of those that are interested in coming on the show. And again, you don't have to be a speaker at these shows. I don't care, quite frankly. If you have a voice and you're passionate about storage and want to come and talk about it, cool. Hit me up. Just go to selfstoragespeakers.com. So selfstoragespeakers.com. You'll see that. It's just a quick little registration page. You just say, hey, what's your name? Give me your contact info and what would you like to talk about. Pretty simple, all right? But it's kind of help organize things on the back end for me, especially because, it's not just the show anymore. It's, as you can tell behind me, it's with the Self-Storage Summit. I'm right knee deep in getting that going. So it's been very successful as far as people that are registering for it. It comes out in November 19th is when it starts for 3 days. Again, free to register. Obviously, those that want to pay to own the information, there's cool bonuses on top of that. It's $197 and not bad for when you got about 30 speakers all said and done. You can own that stuff. And it's, I started that with same reason I did the podcast, quite frankly, is I wanted to reach people that, otherwise, you can't make it to the shows, especially managers and all that. You're working, you can't come to these things. So this is a great outlet when it comes to specifically like the summit. I'm kind of bringing the conference to you. All right. So I want to go to that. It's the selfstoragesummit.com. Okay. The selfstoragesummit.com. You can register for that. What I was getting to is, I've had, what are we at now? 850 last time I looked, registrants for that. So fantastic. And that's just going to kind of keep ramping up the closer we get to launch date. But I'm going to be having more of these next year as well. So if you go to that selfstoragespeakers.com, you can also put your hat in the ring to participate in one of the upcoming summits as well. And you'll kind of see the format on there of some of the ideas I'm playing around with for next year. But let's get this first one done first, all right? So it's a lot of work, but it's fun. It's one of those things I didn't quite know what I was getting myself into until I did it and jumped in, but I'm so glad I did. It's fun just kind of seeing the process as it's evolving. It's pretty cool. Wish I could list everyone that's been on here as far as, personal shout out to thank you for coming on the self-storage show this past, we launched in what, May? Yeah, it was May of last year. So not a bad clip, keeping things out. I'll make sure I tag everyone as a thank you for coming on. Again, I really appreciate that. Take one moment real quick and just say a special thank you to one of my great friends, Shelby Beck. If you go back to the first few episodes going out, you'll see it was me and Shelby for, 6 or 7 episodes kind of started. So yeah, special thank you, shout out to her for, a special thank you for kind of motivating me to get back into it and doing a podcast again. I've done one in the past under 3 Mile Domination for quite a while. I had 100 plus episodes out there. I'll bring those episodes back out. Long story short, I handed that off to kind of get 3 Mile going as I did this self-storage show. And they wanted to start their own podcast, and rather than kind of starting their own feed, they just kind of deleted all my stuff and then started a new feed. So my old stuff's gone. I still have it in archives. So I'll bring it back as some special episodes with the self-storage show. I don't want all that information to just be gone forever. So I'll be keeping that out, bringing some of those back out, dripping them out during the course of the self-storage show. But anyway, I had that going. I took a break for, I don't know, maybe about a year of producing anything. And then, just me and Shelby were talking back and forth on doing some sort of kind of project and just getting something going that would be fun. And we just like to BS back and forth together anyway. So we figured, why not record it? And so it kind of started off that way as the self-storage show with Jim and Shelby. We did that for, again, about 7 episodes. But if you've seen, I'd like to kind of, I'm putting this out quite frequently, and it's always hard. The more people you getting schedules synced up and things like that, it can be a pain. So kind of rebranded it to just the self-storage show with Jim Ross, and then bringing on guests and things like that. And Shelby's kind of come in some episodes throughout the last year and a half as well. But really was kind of her that as we were talking to kind of sparked me getting back into it and bringing this show out and having, bring it to fruition. Rather than me just talking about it, we, did it. So again, thank you very much for doing that. In fact, hopefully she was going to be coming on this episode. It's kind of funny. This is my daughter. She made a little, the self-storage 100 episode. That's here we go. Shelby and me. But schedules didn't quite work out. So, hey, you just got me. But I'm still going to show this cool thing because my 9-year-old, I have to think for a second. My 9-year-old Emery, she drew this. So there we go. Got to celebrate 100 episodes. So pretty cool. Make sure there's anything else I want to really hit on right now. Again, it's just one of those things it's fun. Just knowing that, can talk like this and it's reaching people and people that actually care. And I love comments. I love feedback. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. You don't miss any, future episodes because they're going to be, coming at very consistent rates. So I would appreciate, any kind of subscribe, any kind of reviews, feedback. I love that. It's rather than just me talking alone. Again, when I do the interviews, that's great. But other times it's just, me doing this. It's fun. That's the only kind of feedback I get is, comments and reviews that way. So if you take time to do that, hey, I really appreciate that. It means a lot when you do that. So again, this is just kind of a thank you episode. That's really what it is. We hit 100 episodes today. Wanted to go live just to say, cool. That's pretty awesome. And I wouldn't do it if I wasn't getting, feedback and seeing the downloads, of people that are, seem to care of what's being put out there. So I value that. This is just a episode to say thank you for caring and listening and watching and sharing it. I get messages from, in fact, I just got one yesterday from a district manager that, found the podcast just recently and make sure they shared it to their entire portfolio of sites. I love that. The more that you can share this within the industry, the better. Again, a lot of times, some sites, especially like the mom and pop locations, are kind of isolated sometimes, and just kind of sometimes around their own little islands. So hopefully, something like this that gets put out can bring some value to them, have a sense of community going as well. And well, I guess that kind of brings me to another point is, hey, this is another kind of offshoot of the self-storage show, and that's the self-storage community that I have on Facebook. So, hey, if you want to go check that out, just go to selfstoragecommunity.com. It'll bring you to the Facebook page. You can request to join. I'll put you in. I think we're at almost 800 members in that one as well. So it's growing. There'll be some fun things I'll be doing specifically just in that group as well. And rather than just what we're doing here, I'll be doing some cool challenges and activities in that group as well. So I'm bringing some other special values. So anyway, that's enough of the kind of the shameless plugs on those three things with the speakers and the summit and the Facebook page. Again, this is just a great episode to say thank you for all those that are participated in the show and coming on, and a special thank you for all those that have been listening and watching and giving some feedback. I really appreciate it. I'll keep it going. There's nothing's kind of crossed my mind as far as like slowing down or stopping. That's not gonna happen. So gonna keep these coming out, and hey, we'll do another live show on number 200. we'll see how long it takes to hit that one. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for participating in this, being a part of the show. Again, even just listening to it and watching it, you're a part of it. So I thank you very much, and I will keep this going.
Thanks for supporting the show. I want to let you know that we've just opened up our brand new free private Facebook group. There I'll be having some extra special content not found anywhere else. If you really want your facility to be a success in today's market, then this is going to be the place for you. You can request to join us at selfstoragecommunity.com or search for Self Storage Domination Community on Facebook.